Hello and welcome to Cinema Gulp today. This is John, and I'm going to do a quick shot review for Disney's Moana.
Maui!
A boat! A boat!
Moana tells the story of a young girl who's next in line to be chief of her Pacific Island village. When the resources of her island are threatened, Moana must voyage across the sea to restore the heart of Te Fiti. Te Fiti is like Mother Earth. She gives life to the islands and the sea. Along the way, Moana must convince Maui, a demigod who originally stole the heart of Te Fiti, to join her and return what he stole. Together they're off on an epic quest, which plays out in a typical formula of a Disney princess movie. Moana, our main character, is voiced by Auli'i. She's a newcomer. I think this is her first film, and man did she blow me away. The charisma she brings to this character, the joy she brings to this character, it just all comes through in her voice, and she did such an excellent job. Now, Moana as a character is a strong, courageous, and intelligent girl. What I loved about this character was they show her using her wits to solve problems. I think she's one of the most interesting Disney princesses to come along in a long time. The secondary character, or the other main character of this film, is Maui, voiced by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Maui is a demigod who's self-centered and arrogant, but also heroic and charming. This is one of the best performances by The Rock. I know that it's a voice performance. There was just something about his performance where he was so at ease and just so fit this role. Now, I know that he has some Pacific Islander heritage, but I don't think that's why he fit the role so well. I think it was just his line delivery, his comic timing in this particular performance, and the character they crafted for him. It just all coalesced together to be this great character on screen and the perfect voice for it. Another great surprise in this film was that he sings. He has one of the best songs in the particular film. I was just blown away. I was very surprised at how great he was in that particular song. But those are your two main characters, Moana and Maui, and they're both excellent. There's a lot of other fun, entertaining characters in this film as well. One of them is Moana's granny, played by Rachel House. She's a New Zealand actress that actually was in one of Cinema Gulp's favorite films of the year, The Hunt for the Wilder People, which was directed by Taika Waititi, who actually did some script doctoring on Moana. The story is based on Polynesian myth, so you can really see that they created this film with real Pacific Island traditions in mind. Things like costumes, the boats, the character design, the island lifestyle all felt very authentic and beautifully animated. Things like Maui's tattoos and his movement all felt very traditional. By the way, Maui's tattoos, one of the best characters in this film. The stuff they did with Maui's tattoos was hilarious, was awesome, loved it. Also, the traditional Polynesian music found its way into the score and the musical numbers. I thought that really helped to keep Moana's musical side from feeling too similar to previous Disney musicals. To be honest, I've been humming these songs for the last few days. They have not left my head, and in a good way. I really enjoyed the music in this movie. In fact, I found the music in Frozen to be kind of annoying, and I wish there was less of it.
You go, to where it's swim and dog.
But in this film, I did not want less. I loved the music. Every song was great, and none of it felt annoying. And honestly, I might go out and buy some of this stuff because I really liked it that much. And I think there is a Broadway-esque quality to all of the music in the film as well, but that's the new Disney mold. They're now pre-packaging these animated films to become instant Broadway musicals. And for this one, it worked for me. I was okay with it, even though you could tell as soon as you hear them singing that this is Broadway style. It worked for me. I really loved the music in this movie. And as much as I loved the music in this movie, it wasn't my favorite thing. My favorite thing in this movie was how beautiful it is to look at. This movie was gorgeous. The vibrant color schemes and detailed animation effects of the ocean and landscapes were breathtaking. The moonlit seas, the torchlit caverns, they're all stunning to behold. Yes, it's animation, but the filmmakers really do a great job of transporting you to this place and this time. You can almost feel the ocean breeze and the warm sun. It's just loved the look of this film. I think the direction and camera work is solid. I think the action in this film is exciting and thrilling. I felt that the storytelling was enthralling. I felt the pacing was perfect. Really nice blend of adventure, musical numbers, and emotional storytelling. And not too overly sentimental. I think it was handled just right. Another thing that really stood out for me was how well this film worked within the confines of a typical Disney princess formula. This is Disney being Disney. They're not trying to emulate Pixar, which is great. I think a few of their previous movies are trying to be more Pixar-esque with their storytelling. This one just goes back to their traditional, it hits all the marks you'd expect from these Disney musicals, princess musicals, but it does it better than it's done in the last few efforts, in my opinion. And it was all a lot of fun and very entertaining. Another thing that was nice to see them take a change of pace and not try to emulate Pixar was that this film is populated by humans rather than talking animals and inanimate objects. Now, if you look at other films by this directing pair, you might see some similarities, but I think in a good way. I think this film shares a similar sense of adventure and humor to previous Disney movies by this pair, like Aladdin, Hercules, and The Little Mermaid. So overall, I found Moana to be an excellent work of animated art. It's Disney doing what Disney does best. Yes, it deals with kind of standard themes they've done before, like be yourself and learning about your past to see ahead for your future. They're not breaking any new ground there, that's for sure. I personally think that Moana is one of the best animated movies of the year, and I think it's an instant Disney classic that I plan to rewatch many, many times in the future. For our audience chuggability, I would have to say that Moana is a perfect pour. I think if you like the Disney formula, you like the Disney princess movies, the Disney adventure movies, you're gonna like this movie. For my gulp gauge score, I'm gonna give this a 7. I really enjoyed Moana, and I hope you go out and check it out. That's my review for Moana. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give us a like and some comments below. Make sure you subscribe, and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and anywhere else you can find Cinema Gulp. This is John. Thanks for listening. We drink your cinema.
I drink it up!